Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for Free Comic Book Day, Energon Universe 2026 Special Issue 1. Ooh, that's kinda gnarly there, don't know what's going on, so let us crack into this. So let's see, we've got looking into Mask, Transformers, Void Rivals, and G.I. Joe. Cool. The explosion tore through the villa in nanoseconds. It turned the windows into 1,000 crystal splinters. The initial blast burned at close to 3,000 degrees Celsius. This is a temperature rarely reached by common explosives. It's a mark of a professional who takes pride in their work. General Villavaca of Rio Lindo stood little chance. He had been sitting on the toilet. He'd been ignoring threats from the revolutionaries who have come closer and closer to taking over the country since extensive enterprises withdrew their support for the government. The strangest thing is that at the exact same moment, as we see that explosion thing kind of going on, I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, wraparound cover too. A second explosion rocked the city, one that burned with the same intensity as though it had been set by the same saboteur. But this one, it turned out, took out a number of prominent revolutionaries at their headquarters. Of course, we got robots disguised. It's like, ooh. Scary stuff, don't you think? Sorry, but I'm not looking for company, and the reek of desperation coming off you is noxious. I was only going to ask, why did you blow up the revolutionaries before they paid you? Could you really not have done with the money, Ms. Warfield? What? What statement was so important that you burned millions in cash? She's looking at this old dude like, okay. If I were to speculate, perhaps their general thought he could guarantee my loyalty and silence through threats of violence. Like, okay, so the same as the dude that you're probably blowing up before. But if you did think that's who I was, and that's something I'd done, would it not be very stupid to sit down next to me and say so? My name is Miles Mayhem. Mayhem? I've heard of you. I've heard rumors that you're quite mentally unwell. They often say that about the enterprising, about the visionary. It's like, okay, you're not helping matters here, man. Is that what you are? You tell me. What am I looking at? The world is becoming unrecognizable, Ms. Warfield. This is how humanity evolves. It's like, okay, some weird kind of thing there. Let's see what goes on here. Vanessa Warfield was cut loose by the CIA after they realized her psychotic and narcissistic tendencies made her too unhinged even for them. Shit. This was after they trained her in infiltration and demolitions, of course. Yeah, you realize your fuck up after you've already done this shit. They gave her the skills of a master criminal and then let her loose to take revenge on her own country for jilting her. It's like, shit, as we see them kind of looking at it, it's like, who the fuck doing that? Miles Mayhem recruited her 3 days ago. I need to know if it was them who hit the prison today. Where are you, Matt? Sounds loud. I'm driving. Was it them? Tracker, old chum, you need to understand you're asking me to access sensitive information from a high-security Russian prison that does not officially exist. Encrypted footage and comms from the arse end of Siberia. I thought the internet called you Megabyte for a reason. You're telling me you can't do it? They call me Megabyte because I am very old and my back hurts. And then I track their IP so I can show up at their homes and beat them with my old man cane. Interesting. Because I'm better at this than any bloody teenager raised on a Discord forum. You could kind of call Discord a forum, but it's kind of different than that. Let's see. The last outside communication before everything kicked off came from a guard around 8 a.m. asking if the prison had any inspections scheduled. They detected an unauthorized vehicle entering their airspace. Having said that, he didn't sound particularly concerned. No need to sound the alarm. It's a personal helicopter. No weapons on a machine like that. I'm sure it's some friend of the president thinking he can drop by to give his new girlfriend a tour. Take the jerk from Darklonia the other month. Let him get into shortwave radio range and we'll put the fear of God into him. Okay, it was Mayhem. How do you know? Plenty of rich bastards travel by helicopter because that wasn't a helicopter. Not really. Wait, what is it doing? It's like, okie dokie. And then we get this thing of it being able to, like, kind of do some crazy ass shit. It's like, what the fuck? They just encountered the Blade Jet prototype. Mama. It's like, yeah, it's doing some crazy shit. And then it starts shooting shit at them. It's like, oh, you couldn't tell the weapons there. Crazy ass explosions, everything kind of going in as we see people infiltrating the prison. But why would Mayhem and Warfield hit a Russian prison? There was no one held there of significance, unless you're wrong. I've been wondering where they were keeping the Wrecker. Wrecker? He's a campfire story soldiers try to spook each other with. His real name is Sly Rax, and we see him and he's like, I'm kind of nutty. But then he's like, that 1,000-yard stare, like, fuck. And then we see that he's looking like, huh? They call him the Wrecker because even though he's one of the world's finest sharpshooters, He manages to leave a trail of wanton destruction behind him. Everything he touches turns to rubble. Check on him. They have come for him. How can you be sure? You think they are here to steal the borscht recipe from the canteen? The Russians apprehended Rax after he assassinated a British ambassador on their soil. They hushed it up to prevent reigniting the Cold War, which was likely Recker's employer's intent. Fuck, nope, not playing this game. Then you should have just left the fucking door closed. He then bams in, hiding behind the door frame, oldest trick of the book. Wrong side, as he pops out and goes, it's like, how did he get loose? Buckles. I can't believe you gave me buckles. Get off him. And then he tosses a buckle into the dude's fucking head. It's like, shit. And then as soldiers are coming, guards are coming down, they then get, annihilated by, some green blast. Like, look, Sly, that you, Miles? I could use a cigarette. I have something better for you. I think Mayhem's recruiting his own version of Shadow Watch, as we see them in some interesting kind of gear there. It's like, what the fuck, man? Shadow Watch? A government program meant to protect us from alien invasion. Mayhem's convinced that only he can save us, probably by instating himself as some sort of mad planetary king. They always fucking do that. And this man used to be your boss? Not even the worst one I've ever had. Though he did frame me for treason and is now doing his very best to get me off the board so I can't get in his way. And how would he do that? He still has contacts in the U.S. military. You're certain of that? I have a strong hunch, as he's pretty much getting pursued by that military as we speak. Mayhem's made his move. Now I'm making mine. I'm bringing us online. And we see him utilize his watch, and then we see that kind of hit on the Megabyte dude. Glasgow, Hong Kong, Florida, Brussels, Tokyo, New York, Abuja, Moscow, Delhi, and then we see other people as well. Welcome to the Mass Network. It's time for you to save the world. It's like, okay, cool. I think that's a pretty good kind of setup of understanding the villains and the heroes of what's going to be going on in Mask. Very nice setup there. This is kind of fucking weird for the Transformers one. We see this, snake thing going after this woman, and she grabs it and fucking chops it and eats its ass. Good stapling at the moment, no loose pages. It's like, okay. And she then, climbs a mountainish kind of thing and sets up camp in a looks like dead Autobot. It's like, okay. So 2 continued in Transformers. That good artwork. I had no fucking clue of what's kind of going on. I went into this because I'm like, oh, okay, what kind of interesting stuff are we gonna get for the Transformers? Best one at the moment is dealing with Mask, and then Void Rivals and G.I. Joe. This is the weakest one to me because I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. The art's cool, but okay. Deep space. The damage has spread. I'm starting to lose control of the ship. I had to land on that odd planetoid ahead. Brace yourself. Yes, sir, Proximus, sir. This is getting scary, sir. I really hope we don't... Whoosh. It's like, ooh, shit. Nice art style here, too. I like the Mask one as well. Then we see the Proximus dude going out. It's like, holy fucking shit. The flames and everything. Dumping out the little first... the smaller one there. Whoa, that was amazing, sir. I'd have been way less scared if I knew you could do that. Whoa, is that rust? Such a strange surface. We lost our Energon reserves in the crash. This is not ideal. This place appears to have a lot of resources. Maybe there's enough of our ship left to repair with some of the materials here. You can do that, right, sir? Repair our ship? Probably it'd be easy for you. You strike me as someone who can do anything, sir. Altum, please stop talking. Why, sir? Oh. Okie dokie. Interesting relationship here. Go no further, trespassers. For what reason have you come to the planet Junkion? Oh, okay. Interesting. We mean you no harm. Our ship was damaged. We crashed here. That smoke in the distance? That's our ship. What's left of it? Very well. The Junkions are a hospitable race. They will help you. I was taken in by them in a time of need. I was only making sure you weren't a danger. As long as they aren't a danger to us, no. Proximus is a deadly warrior, but he's nice once you get to know him. Right, sir? Noted. How can we be of service? I need to access the wreckage of our ship. If it's salvageable, we'll need resources for repair. If not, we'll need to find passage on another vessel to a planet called Earth. Wait a minute. Two Kirkmans, a Dan Waters, and Joshua Williamson. Cool. So, the one's taking off what looks to be like a helmet, even though he's got speech bubbles, kind of like a Transformer. Did you say Earth? I am a Cronus, a Cobra Law that is my home planet. I go there to find my sister. Strangely, she's being taken there by this Cobra Law you speak of. Well then, Proximus, it appears we have a long journey ahead of us together. Sirs, can I come too, sirs? It's like, okie dokie. Interesting there. Now we're into G.I. Joe, some time ago. Do you know who I am? Yes. Do you really, though? I've played so many roles. Kings, peasants. But the world changed. Surveillance and technology made it all so my old tricks were lost in the past. And then I was given a lovely new assignment. Dr. Laszlo was investigating a substance called Energon. I knew of this, the source of it and its potential, so I convinced the good doctor to work with me. It's like, okay, interesting grid paneling there. As we go to other kind of panels as well, but sticking in the same kind of format. Most saw Energon as a weapon, or as fuel. I believed it could be so much more. I could use it to create flesh, a new kind of disguise. Energon and synthetic materials merged with nanotechnology. Sacrifices were made, but it was worth it. It was no longer makeup and special effects. It was my bloody skin. It's like, okay, that's not going to work out well for you, is it? I could be anyone and everyone, infiltrate any area, get into spaces I never thought possible. No one was safe. My new skin wouldn't last forever, but it gave me a new lease on life. But in all my experiments with Energon, I made a mistake. What? As we see, he's doing some assignments and then gets into like this one kind of place. Is like, what the fuck? Ah, it burns! As he's like doing some crazy shit. It's like, what the fuck's kind of going on? Brother, what's wrong with him? Look at his skin. It's turning blue. Exposure to the synthetic skin changed me. I need Energon. I would live a life of pain without it. Which brings me to you. I'm going to kill you, Zartan. I think not. No, Colonel. Instead, you're going to help me. With the creation of G.I. Joe, you had the resources I needed. You were in the best position to be replaced. As we see him pretty much getting captured. It's like, oh shit. No one will believe you. They will find out. You forget we have history. No. Think of the assignments I have done at your command, Hawk. I've watched you. I know you. And I will use you. It's kind of like, no, he's like, holy shit. And what you built. I want you to build a highly trained special mission force. One that can handle these new threats on the horizon. With some of my own adjustments. Duke and I have had some trust issues recently. And you must not know that we're making more than one team. Ooh, okay. So you pretty much boned yourself. This is not just about ruling the world, or money, or power. For me, it is about pain. It is about survival. Something you'll learn the hard way, Hawk. Goodbye. No! It's like, shit. And then getting an idea of what's going on with the Energon universe. And getting a look at some covers here. Really interesting looking covers. So, overall, I enjoyed this. I liked the art and pretty much everything, and that they all had their own kind of distinctive flavors. Mask was really kind of good, in that even though it felt like you could probably be getting exposition dumped at this, it gave you an idea of who the heroes are, who the villains are, and an idea of where this is kind of going in this kind of setup. So I think it's a really good thing to put for Free Comic Book Day. Transformers, even though I know Robert Kirkman took over and is doing that after I stopped at the volume and am waiting for the next volume, I was just intrigued to see what was kind of going on there. However, the art was good, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. I just see this random person kill and eat a snake and then set up shop in a dead Autobot, potentially. I got nothing there. Void Rivals is interesting. I've seen Proximus and Ultim crash landing and linking up with someone from Earth to then travel to Earth. It's like, okay, this Cobra Law has this dude's sister. He's going to rescue his sister. I'm interested in that because I have a sister, and I'm like, okay, what's their kind of relationship? G.I. Joe, the Colonel being taken and having to deal with this dude who did Energon Zartan for like his disguises and everything. It's like, okay, there's a lot of interesting espionage kind of going on with that. So that's definitely got some interesting stuff. I am getting into the Energon universe. I might look into other kind of trade backs because I liked what was going on with Transformers. I would definitely recommend this to pick up for at least 3 of the 4 to understand what's going on for the Energon universe and where they're setting up. But for Transformers, you'd be better off probably kind of looking into the trade backs of certain ones and also newer kind of issues. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.